Alright, so we're back with some more Neyyah. It's been a while since I last played it. From what I remember, we'd just gotten through into whatever this area is, and we've discovered the yellow triangle portal, which sends us back to the mines. Now, I'm assuming we came through the red portal, seeing as this is sort of the position we were in, yeah. So, that's where we originally came through for the mines, but it is now over here. So for some reason this portal directly connected to that one before, and I don't know why. But now it's separated and we're in sort of a middle portal area. So I'm going to quickly go check what this green one is. If we can even see. Looks like some sort of industrial building. I'm not sure exactly what it is yet. And then we've got a blue one over here. And then I think there's one to the side. Okay, so this might interact with one of the things from the previous episode where we had pipes and stuff going through some of the portals. So this leads to an upwards triangle sort of image. Now, in the last episode we did sort of brute force our way through that one puzzle. I am sort of thinking it was because it was a downwards triangle that it worked, but I'm still not completely sure, and we do need to somehow get back and check the other side of that door that we dropped just in case the answer was there, if we can even get there. I might just be completely wrong about that. Okay, there's a thing here. I'm wondering if we can use a fuse. No. But we need something to put there. Otherwise that does nothing. And I don't think we have anything that can go there. Holtish server. Huh. We've got actual English writing on a thing over here. And that's the that's the same picture that was on the things in the dome zone. So ooh. We have one of those. I'm assuming we put it in here. No? Ah, we put it in there. Okay. So what is it? That diagonal. This one. Yep. Okay, so that fit. Is there anything in this now? Yes. Okay, so it was a screen. Naishka site 28. Nyashka. I keep saying Naishka, it's Nyashka. Fuse status inactive. So it is a fuse. So maybe now we can use the fuses in this. Let's see. Oh, I was using the wrong fuse. Okay, so it was supposed to fit in like that. Okay, that turned on. Wonder what it's doing though. Something's on. Maybe turn that on? Turn. Can we go forward? No. Okay. So whatever this is, it's working now. Maybe that turned on this. Active Banox computer system, Holtish data. So whatever we've done, it's activated this. I'm wondering if that allows us to go through one of the portals, because I haven't tried to actually go through them yet. Okay. So we can go around. Oh, there's more. There's more of these things. Okay, so we're just using all of our Pelska portal. Well, not Pelska, our Payida things. So that's that one. I'm not sure what that did. We'll open that up, check. Plasma shield. Nyashka heater chamber. The Nyashka plant must be protected and nurtured at all costs to make sure potent Nyashka spores are grown on every Nyashka site. Unfortunately, a species of fish known as the Zypher fish, that was the hammerhead shark thing, seem to populate the Nyashka heater chamber with a hunger for the spores. So they're vegetarians, maybe. plasma shield has been set up on the outside of the chambers to prevent the fish from entering the pool when the spores are being harvested. The plasma shield's inactive though. Wait, we have spores, so maybe we're supposed to grow them after we've turned on the thing. Or did I just... wait. Okay, I pressed that. Okay, we just turned them off. So, inventory, where is it? So we've got some spores. That turns off the thing, so this will start getting filled with the, I don't know if we should do that. We're destroying the ecosystem that we're making, but... okay, there's another one of these here. That's this one. I don't know if we're just supposed to chuck all these in, but we are anyway. We're getting that little noise saying that we've done something good, so... 28 again. Can't enter it. Probably because I have to put this in. So, I looted all of these fuses beforehand. I'm guessing I was supposed to do that, seeing as we're doing this, but we can't take the fuses back, and there was a code that we're supposed to put in. So, maybe we get new fuses later down. Maybe these aren't the fuses we're supposed to be using. I'm not too sure. Either way, we're turning that one on. We're just activating all this stuff right now. Okay, enter. Fuse system active. I may be screwing up whatever these people were making, but we'll continue on. We'll go into the building at the last point. There's a little thing over there that we can't get to though. Okay. This one requires the full fuse. And do we have that? Yes. No, not that one. This one. Put that in. Activate the... whatever this thing is. And then go check the server again. Now, the game's not telling me what I'm doing whatsoever, so I have no idea what these are doing. I think we've got one more to go because we have that last fuse. Actually, what was that box? Can we... we can. Okay, we can check out this. This looks like that thing from the mines. Okay, so we've got a note. Palash. I hope the work on Glorfiak mines isn't keeping you up too late at night, so it is to do with the mines. I stepped outside the factory guard tower the other day to witness one of the Gullah craft landing outside, practicing evacuation procedures, apparently. The scream of their engines are still ringing in my ears, so the thing's loud. I've been stationed at the Neyyah chamber for quite some time now, and while the sun is out, casting its glorious, beautiful glow across these still waters that surround me, I cannot savor the tranquil moment when my mind remains so troubled. Smolux has managed to persuade Lord Bellicane, so there's a new person, to start construction of what he is calling the ocean portal, right here at our sacred Neyyah chamber. Wait, so this area that we're in at the moment is called the Neyyah chamber. We have been working hard to maintain and grow the Neyyah in this chamber for years. Oh yeah, the spores. It's the spore chamber. Centuries. Now this outsider wants to change everything. The Zypher fish have abandoned these waters since materials were brought down from that blasted heap of space rock Ulajay. Oh, so us opening the thing for the Zypher fish doesn't matter because they're not here anymore. Ulajay. It's cast the darkest shadow across Neyyah since it arrived. Oh, so Ulajay's... because we had that picture with like all the dragon flying thingies or whatever it was. So it's a floating island above Neyyah. And it brought these people that are destroying the place, I'm guessing. So it's cast the darkest shadow across Neyyah ever since it arrived. I only found out the other day that another ocean portal is going to be constructed at the levitation crane. A smaller portal somehow connected to the one that is being built here. Just another area for Smolux to smother his poisonous hands all over. And that's what he is. He is poison to the land. None of the Pieltish clan seem eager to share any of the news. on the strange disturbances which have been detected from the Pelska Shrine. Have they been in correspondence with Orion, our beloved sacred Nyashka? Surely Orion can do something to prevent this violation. Smolak speaks of pursuing new avenues to generate more powerful Paidas. Building new Uligarian machines will enable us to grow, and the Nyashka plant has seemingly become his new toy. So, the people from Ulijay brought technology, but also started destroying Neyyah. I'm guessing this is some sort of allegory for technologically advanced people coming into other countries and taking their resources or whatever. Tale as old as time, pretty much. That man will only accomplish one thing, leaving behind the drained soul of this land. Smolax should take his floating heap of rock and return to the stars. Let us be. Does Kuanovic know about his plans? Have any of our lords told him what changes are being made here on Neyyah? Have they abandoned us? I guess time will only tell. Okay, so lords. So Neyyah has some sort of, not necessarily nobility, but like government system of lords and kings or whatever. So that's interesting to know. So there was a whole heap of background for Neyyah being separate to the people of Ulijay. Okay, what is here? This should be the last fuse, right? Yep. Put that fuse there. We're very lucky that we picked up those fuses, because otherwise I would have had to have walked all the way back. Ah, no, we need to put this thing in first. It's the sideways. It's the last one of this. So we've got 10 Paidas left. I'm not sure if we get a new Paida case with more of them, or whether that's all that we get. Okay, let's switch this on and see what turning on the last one has done for us. So that should all be active. Okay. So all 4 are on. And this is where we were before. That was turned on, so the thing's open. So what's inside? Okay, so there's some sort of a portal? It looks really cool. It looks like water, but I'm guessing it's a portal. Also, these look very high-tech, so I'm wondering if some of these buildings are from the Neyyah people, or whether the Neyyah people were sort of primitive and all of this is Ulijay technology. So that goes back down to one of those areas. It seems a bit superfluous with all these ladders. Oh, these lead to different spots, I think. Maybe it's not superfluous then. Lodvik Tower. I remember that name from somewhere. Lodvik Tower activation required. So there's one of those panels that we've seen. We saw an upside down version of that. And then there was a thing there with the Nyashka heater chambers. Let me just write this down. Yeah, I'm just thinking the setup for these 4 spots are going to come into play. So heater servers, Lodvik Tower. So this is where we are. And the heater servers might have been the portal that we came through, maybe. And then this might be further up somewhere. Heater servers must be powered. Trondai accounts must be entered. Okay, so this is interesting. We do have one of these open. Actually, we have 2 of these on, because in the last episode, or the episode before, we, in that little tower that was overlooking the cart thingy, we did turn that on, and it had a thing that went through a pipe into one of the portals. Okay, let's just jot this down. Trondai counts must be entered. So the Trondai counts, this is probably where those numbers came from, where we picked up the fuses from. These were all on last time we went through there though. So heater system. Okay, how do we... Okay, no, that's not working. Crap. So there's something we need to figure out. And I'm going to jot down that as well. I've got so many variations of this thing now. Okay. All my scrollings are very hard to decode now. So, we have to turn on stuff. Ooh, it's like gears and stuff now. Oh! Oh, okay. So, this probably correlates with that in some way. So circle, that has to turn that way. That has to turn that way. That has to turn that way. Okay. I think that might be what it is. We need to get these in the right position. Okay, this goes down, and then this... There's three ladders. No, 2 ladders going up. Three ladders? I'm not sure. There's a lot of things. Okay, but this is... If I can go this way and look... Where was the other... Yeah, we're directly across. So, spore delivery chute. To enable the delivery of higher spore quantities, a recent chute and portal system has been set up on Neyyah Site 28. Spores can be sent via workers to Neyyah heater chambers through the entry chute located there. Oh, that's that thing outside the portal. Okay. A Shruyuki portal is currently in use. Transfer the spores to another worker at an exit chute, which is constructed at the Talida portal, leading to the spores docks 1. The chute will remain inactive until another spore harvest is imminent, operated remotely on Ula J. Okay, so I remember seeing some reviews for this game about how you have to go back and forth between areas and it takes a while. I'm assuming that has to do with this, because it sounds like we have to get to the other side of this thing, do something that makes it think that we're doing a spore harvest, and then we have to come back here and then use the chute to then drop these in there that I am surprised we even found, because we accidentally clicked on where that was. So people could really get stuck in this game, I think. Alright, so I can't interact with anything there. Also wondering what that is. If we look up, there's nothing. Okay, so that's a way down, that's a way down, that's a ladder up. That's another way down, okay. So there's 2 ladders leading up. Is there no way down? Green, blue, yellow. Wait, is that it? No, that's not a way down. I thought it was for a second. Okay, so these correspond with some of the colors. So let's write those down. Okay, my notes are very, very messy at the moment. There's no outlines to anything, it's just a bunch of these symbols. So, unless that one lets me down. No, okay. Let's see, that one goes out. That one goes out. That one goes out. I don't think there's a way down. Alright, let's just... Alright, okay, so that now that that's turned on, there's nothing we can interact with. However, what happens if we turn this off? That's the original place we came in. Okay, that did nothing as far as I can tell. So we'll reactivate that, because if it's activatable, it's probably what we have to do. Alright, so we need to activate this so we can put the spores through. Now, I don't know what's through this place, but we're gonna go and check. So, here we go. Ooh, we're in a... Oh! Okay, blue equals this face. We need a... We already need to write this down. Okay, so we've got a mask on blue. Guessing each one of them has a mask, and then this ties into the masks in that secret office. Okay, let's move forward and then look at this. I'm sure there's got to be a thing that lets us read. Yeah, there's got to be something that lets us read that. And there's the 4 masks. You can hardly see them, but there's the 4 masks. And something that looks like a bottle. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on. Okay, there's... Is that the... No. Because it was a downwards triangle on the one. So there's that picture. Is that a face? Looks like a face. Telescope board? No. Spare key. Okay, okay, we figured that out somehow. So the spare key opens this. I'm sure this was mentioned in the book somewhere. There's a picture of the key. Or is this the temple? This might be the temple. We saw that. That was the gas system at the Ludwig Tower. Yeah, we've seen that. We haven't seen this yet. And yeah, active portals. I still don't know how to activate these. We might need to unlock something else in the game first. But that was not the one. Where is it? Is it this one? The Paida Factory, Office Developments. Oh, we still have to do this. Because we did this and then we got locked out of everything. So now we have to do the Chlorfiak Mines thing. Okay, there's the key. Okay, no, that's the secret office. There's the key. So we've done all that. Okay, it was just a picture of the key because we got the key from there. Press the button. Door opens. Ooh. Looks really cool. It's like a little auditorium. Is this the... This must be the cult or temple thingy. Okay, there's some sort of deity thingy to this. The Paleoltish clans and the betrayal. There's Spider-Man. There's another Spider-Man. There's the normal Spider-Man. And there is some form of Beetle Man. Okay. The Paleoltish clans and the betrayal. Galahanti. A, B, C, D, E, F. Is that how it's working? Or is it... Okay, let me look at my things. So B is a V with 2 dots. No, okay, so that is not the alphabet. Okay, let these words of our land, our blood, keep on empowering our people to shine, to be the best we can be, and learn from our mistakes to make Fizalta a better world to live in. By the order of Lord Kuananovic, that's Kuananovic. It's QAnon. Kuananovic, I, Bellicane, one of the 4 rulers of Fizalta, do hereby share my knowledge of our Fizaltian ways. So Bellicane's one of the rulers. And I'm guessing Lord Kuananovic is above everyone. So there's Galahanti, which we can't read. Unless we do the long deciphering. Each Philidian can generate a wealth of Paidas, natural pearls which grow deep underwater at certain locations of Feamor's vast oceans. So the Paidas are grown, which kind of is weird to me. I'm guessing maybe it's like the circle, the sphere thing itself was built and then they build stuff out of it to make all the designs. Because they are not naturally made, those things. Kuananovic designed ways to harvest these pearls, once realizing the natural energies that could be extracted from them, powering various areas of Fizalta. The defenses we have against our enemies, through to the fuel required for various mechanical operations. However, one Philidian was the location for what was termed as the creation. The creation is performed by a specific set of individuals called the Paleoltish clans, who are set to Kuon, far to the very heart of Fizalta, where they are trained by our Lord Kuananovic. Holy crap, I'm struggling with these names. In molding the fresh Paida pearls, Specifically designed factories are built and equipped with a variety of mechanisms in which to aid the Pale-tish clans in generating the power for the Paidas to become operational. On Kuon, okay, I'm guessing this is sort of like a sort of their sort of religious thing. So on Kuon is like on God or something like that, because they seem to say it a lot. On Kuon, the chosen members who make up the clans undergo vigorous training. Unless, of course, Kuon's an actual place or something. That's where the name Kuonanavik comes from or something. On Kuon, the chosen members who make up the clans undergo vigorous training, sustaining immunity against a gas called a Viofil, which gets stored in large tanks at the center of the factory buildings. Human-sized capsules are connected to these tanks, which the Pale-tish clan members are locked into, adorned with masks to breathe in the Viofil. So that's what the masks are for. It's for breathing in the poisonous gas. The Pale-tish clan enter a dreamlike state. I wonder if we're going to be doing that, because we did pick up a mask. The likes of which are still left ambiguous to this day. However, speculation has led to the idea that in order to bear such power as bringing powerful energies to these natural resources on Feamore, there may very well be a connection to the very realm of the Pelskas itself. I can't begin to imagine what this must do to one's mind. It's also important that only a specific amount of Viofil gas is released into each capsule. An overdose of the gas is definitely fatal. Pale-tish members need to work together in order for the creation process to be successful. They need to be locked inside the capsules for half an hour, guarded by a Philidian warrior who is usually specifically chosen to guard and protect each member of the Pale-tish clan. Once the process is completed, Paidas can be lowered down to a bottom level of the Paida factory ready for collection. At this stage, the Paidas have been molded and shaped, coated and colored into newly created Paidas, which provide power across the facility. Yeah, so it's the pearl is naturally created and then they add on the crap to actually make it work in the machinery. So all the triangles and stuff. Neyyah, or what used to be called the Blue Philidian, was a specifically designed Philidian, requiring the power of 5 Pale-tish clan members to power the Paidas. One particular Pale-tish clan member by the name of Cherus Calafrikel oversaw the development of the Vilitrion, a machine designed to cleanse the Paidas so they were recharged and could be reused. He was very close to the 4 rulers of Fizalta, and became obsessed with the Vilitrion and developing its capabilities. Over time, he betrayed the Pale-tish clans and 4 rulers of Fizalta, insisting he would protect an ancient sea serpent of Feamore called an Ilopale. These names are so tongue-twisty. Instead, he would run experiments on them and other Fizaltians. Elepalites became the results of Elepali and human transformations. These creatures served Cherus in one of the biggest battles ever fought against Fizalta. So Elepalites are a human Elepali hybrid? Okay. It's interesting. Cherus was bent on the idea of capturing the Veltron machine for what he termed as the next stage of his ascending. He believed he had the power of the Paida within him, the power of Feamore itself. Thus, a defense was made, gun towers constructed on the edge of on the edges of cliff edges. I feel like that should have just been on the edges of cliffs or on cliff edges. The double use of that word feels a bit weird to read. Looking out across the open seas and armed with various weapons to fight off any Elepalite attacks. So that's the gun towers that we saw before. It was the attack on the bridge to the Veltron Temple which led to the death of Hayan, one of the most acclaimed and well-known warriors of the Blue Philidian. Once he had died, Lord Kuonanavik desired the name the Blue Philidian should be changed to Hayan, named after this fearsome warrior who had died defending his Veltron machine. However, his family didn't want his name associated with what they could refer to as Place of Death. While the Elepalites were eradicated, the Cherus had fled far away to a place still unknown to this day. Blue Philidian had become a heavy military base. A feeling of looming war rested in the air, and for a while the Philidians felt unsafe. Polskers were told to be on high alert in their protection of all Philidians across Feamore. So as a compromise, Kurnanovic decided on Neyyah as the new name for the Blue Philidian. Okay, so Neyyah wasn't its original name. A reflection of Hayen's name, imprinting his force, memory, and his fierceness within the Philidian. The Velatron machine remains protected, now separated from the rest of Neyyah, and a portal built to link the temple back to the rest of Philidian. Cherus Califrikel's location still remains a mystery. In the name of Fizalta, in the spirit of Hayen, Neyyah stands proud as one of the strongest fortified areas of Fizalta. Okay, well, that was an interesting read. So there's quite a bit of lore behind, like, all the groups in this. Okay, so there's a lot of doors leading from here. Ooh, okay. There's buttons. Well, not buttons, but I guess it's the certain seat for each of these Fizaltian lords. I, Latroke of Peoltish clan. Well, the Peoltish clan, not Fizalt. Are they Fizaltians? I'm sort of a bit lost. I, Latroke of the Peoltish clan, come before you at Benorvia Point within the walls of these main chambers to greet and welcome the other members of the Peoltish clan under the watch of the Philidian community. So they are Philidians, okay. I'm here to serve, guide, and protect the people of this Philidian under the light of the Pelskers. Today I will aid the discussions relevant to strengthening our community, hearing the voices of our people, and helping to develop the harvesting and delivery of our Paidas. In the name of Fizalta, in the name of Kurnanovic. Okay, so somebody's notes for a meeting? What is... Oh, so... Oh, we might... This might actually tell us what we're supposed to do for that.